up, Dragon Brood? So today we have another deck that I kind of had in the vault and haven't really messed with, and then I actually consulted with JRR2 because he was working on a thing and neither of us could really get it there. But you know what? I think I'm going to mess with it today and we're going to play it anyway because I think it's a fun deck and I think y'all will like it. But first, I also want to tell y'all, actually a reminder that if you do shop on Amazon, I do have an affiliate link down at the bottom. Doesn't matter what you buy on Amazon, if you click that link, I'll get a small kickback and you get to support the channel. Just shopping and doing what you would do otherwise. Same thing for the TCGPlayer link if you're going to buy cards through TCGPlayer. So just want to toss that reminder out there. Otherwise, remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and do that for any streamer that's making new decks with new ideas for you because it's harder for those videos to be seen. So your support, your interactions really help that. All that being said, let's go take a look at this Naya Indestructible list. Okay, you're going to see a lot of weird cards on this list, but they all kind of have a purpose. So kind of bear with me while we get through it. All right, so we have a couple of Sentinel's Eyes, and this is partially because both creatures you have that have Indestructible, when we're talking about the Brash Taunter and Toski, have a better benefit when you can keep them untapped, right? So if you put Sentinel's Eyes on Toski, Toski is able to block as well as attack, which is awesome. But additionally, if you put that on the Brash Taunter, you can attack, force your opponent into a bad situation if they want to chump block it or not. And then during their end step, assuming they don't attack because they don't want you to block with it, you can still fight something. So it gives you a way to kind of speed up the clock a little bit. Now, is it necessary? I don't know, but it's totally worth experimenting with here. Down the list, we've got Snakeskin Veil. This just protects your creatures, mostly from things like apparitions, banishing lights, just keeping them from getting exiled, because since they're indestructible, that's the only way you really lose them. Then we're playing Wolfwillow Haven just as a way to speed up our mana. Bonecrusher Giant, obviously we know what that is, and it's good. Same with Lovestruck Beast. Now, Cub Warden's a little bit different, because being able to mutate a Cub Warden actually gives you a couple extra blockers. The other cool thing is when you mutate onto an indestructible creature, now you have an indestructible thing that is also gaining you life and makes other creatures. And if you put other stuff on top of it, well, you see, you just keep exponentially getting better. Playing 3 Storm's Wrath, obviously this doesn't hurt your creatures, lets you survive. Also doesn't take out Cub Warden, also doesn't take out Lovestruck Beast. So something else to note. Gem Razor, just a good way to get rid of artifacts and enchantments, but it is a 4/4 that does give your creatures reach, which is important. Toski, like we were talking about, 3 Doomskars, just another way to sweep the board if necessary. Can be played cheaper, which is nice, but hopefully we won't need them too often. And then Brash Taunter, we're just playing 3. Could we play 4? Sure, but it does cost 5, and some other stuff in the deck's already kind of pricey. Playing 1 Castle Ardenvale, 3 Plains, 1 Mountain. Each of the pathways are in here. 2 Temple of Triumph, 4 Temple of Plenty, and 3 Savai Triumph. So, I don't know, I think we may end up with too many tap lands is my only concern here. We may end up cutting the Triomes, actually, and just going with more plains, mountains, and probably a forest would be my guess. Just because you do want to be able to play the things on time when you get them. That's the only real concern with the mana right now. But you know what? Let's just go play some games and see how it works. Alright, what can we do with this hand? Not much. And this is kind of what we were talking about earlier with the Savai Triumph causing some problems here. Because we really want to be able to, I don't know, tuck a Doomskar and then maybe play something on 3, but just not going to have that opportunity. So it's really going to come down to what our first couple of draws are here. Yeah, see, this doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's a land. I'll just leave it on top. It's going to get milled, so we don't really care. I think we go ahead and tuck a Doomskar. That wasn't the worst thing, actually. Can't do anything else with that. So just tuck it. They don't have any Soaring Thought Thieves, so that's good. Downside means they're probably sitting on a bunch of counters, which is pretty bad. We'll put that in tapped. We'll pass. Still no Thought Thieves, so that's good. They may not even be playing Thought Thieves. This might just be like a weird Dimir mill, because there's no Luris or anything here. So they might just be trying to mill the hard way. Which happens. You still see that every once in a while. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that can even punch through that. We can resolve a Toski, but that doesn't do much. Okay, there's a Thieves Guild Enforcer. We go ahead and force them to counter here since we know they don't have a Thought Thief. And then we can at least resolve Doomscar. Though they're probably just going to, like, get them both out of the yard next turn. There's not much I'd be able to do about it anyway. So we're going to take a shot at it. Sure. So we got what we want. We got them to put shields down for a moment. Assuming they don't have, like, miscast or something here. Which, you know, is possible. I'm not going to say they don't. Since we have an opportunity and we know this works, let's go ahead and cast Storm's Wrath. Alright. So we do have some information. We know there's no Thought Thieves. We know there's nothing like miscast. So that's a thing. We can try to resolve... Oh, we didn't get a land. I was going to say, we could have... This would have been the time we could have resolved a Brash Taunter and then played a Toski after it. Would have been awesome. Okay, guess this is all we can do. We can play Sentinel's Eyes out of the yard and just get a big Toski. They have trouble blocking it, I guess. Kind of pitiful, but if it's what we got, it's what we got, you know? Toski doesn't ultimately care about Thieves Guild Enforcer. I mean, the problem is at this point, I don't know if we can do enough before we run out of cards. But the opponent did just lay their whole hand out, and we have another Doomscar, so that's something. I mean, the downside is Toski does have us drawing cards, so is what it is, I guess. I mean, we're assisting the opponent in doing this, but not much we can do. Alright, we got another Doomscar. Alright, more stuff going to the yard. Alright, I'm assuming that's a counter of some sort. Yeah, there's really not much else we can do here, so sure. I don't even know if it matters what we remove, other than more creatures. In case they're randomly playing Zerasan, I guess. I mean, I might as well do this. I mean, we have nothing to lose. Take the biggest things, I suppose. I mean, I'm just doing this because it connects, so we at least get some damage in. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to end this. But we're not drawing any of the required land here to let us do anything else. So we're kind of in bad shape. They didn't have any instant speed creatures, though. Okay, they found a Thought Thief here. I'm assuming they're going to leave mana up. Alright, we'll block. What's the best we could do? I mean, we could try another Doomscar. Which sadly we might have to. Cub Warden doesn't make our creature any bigger, it just makes other things that are going to hit and draw us cards, so... Alright, they don't have a counter. That's interesting. I would assume they would have. Huh. Okay. And maybe we can get away with the Gem Razor then. At least hit for 4 a couple of turns. It speeds up the clock by a full turn. Ah, there's a Rankle. Of course there is. Okay. I mean, we have another Toski. I sadly discarded our other one. I mean, we're down to just 14 cards, though. This isn't good. Alright. I mean, they still don't appear to have counters, so I don't know what this card is that's over here, unless it's maybe the Poison the Cup or something. And they haven't been able to... We didn't play anything they could target? Because I'm tempted... I mean, do we just run out of Brash Taunter or something? I don't know what else to do here. I mean, it's also dangerous because they could have a... Didn't say please. I mean, we still can't resolve the Gem Razor here. I mean, this could be a Brazen Borrower here, I guess. No, it's just a Drown in the Lock. It's not that concerning, really. Or actually, do we Drown in the Lock here? I mean, replay the Sentinel Eyes. Well, I guess we might as well just attack here. Alright, that doesn't help our case. Alright. We'll discard this. During the opponent's end step, I may actually try to just put a counter on our Toski. Because, man, if the opponent's not playing Brazen Borrowers or whatever here, then, like, we just do it. Alright, that doesn't really achieve anything. Alright, try to connect for 6. I mean, we're now Rankle-proof. Alright, that gets us closer, with 10 cards left. I mean, I'll put a land into play just in case we need it for something. Whatever's on top doesn't really matter. Sure. We might as well Sentinel Eyes. What else are we gonna do? Is there anything else that would get in the way? Sure. Alright, I don't know what the opponent has anymore. In the turn. I mean, this could just be it. Unless they drew like exactly... Oh, Extinction Events. That's a good one. Okay, well, we still have possibilities here. Alright, opponent's out of counters, so we have some information. So do we go with Brash Taunter? Reduce the Brash Taunter. So no matter what, we're going to get to hit the opponent for 2, because they can't even... Unless they have another Extinction Event. But that should do it. Because we have a Snakeskin Veil to protect the Brash Taunter. I don't know how we did this, but we found a way. The sickest of wins. We get to go first here. We do have all our mana, so I'm going to go ahead and keep. Still need one more, obviously, but this is a good start. Okay, we're going to beat by Fervent Champ. That is unfortunate to draw for mana here, but we'll pass. Gonna see if maybe we could take down a Robber of the Rich on this turn. Maybe even a Fervent Champ if they have another one. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Please don't have another one. They do not. So we'll kill one of these. And we'll just take one, because taking one's a lot less. Okay, that works out for us. So I want to play this, hopefully get the opponent to spin like a Rimrock Knight, then use a Rimrock Knight, then we can wipe things out, then we play a Toski, and then we'll try to start over. I think is going to be our plan here. Yeah, let's do this. Just gonna leave him with the Bone Crusher. Don't like that too much. But that's all it is. That means a Toski can at least block up against a Fervent Champ, so I don't hate that. Alright, so this actually works. So now Toski can set up Storm's Wrath after this comes down and then start getting in. So that works out okay. Hopefully another 1-mana thing here. That'd be great. Nope, not another 1-mana thing. I was hoping they might give it to us. They opted not to. Alright. So, what are the odds? Let's do this. Okay. So now we can Doomscar if necessary the next turn. Leave them with the 1/1 here. Alright. No point in taking chances with anything here. Okay, opponent gave up. Opponent goes first here. Sure, why not? I think we'll keep this. If it's an aggro deck or something, we kind of get one good shot here. I want to scry just so we can leave another land on top, but that doesn't really help our situation. Man, this is unfortunate, because I don't think it does us any good, because there's a good chance this is just Robber of the Rich. Yeah, I was going to say, because what else do you keep if you don't have a turn 1 play in mono red? Alright, just going to pass. We're going to hope to stick this Cub Warden, and then see what we can do after that. It's kind of our real play here. I'm going to assume this means that they don't have an Anax, because it would have made sense to play that first. Unless they were just looking to see what they got off the top of our library. I would like to draw back-to-back untapped lands here, truthfully. That would be really the gem that we're looking for. Because if we can set up Toski with the Cub Warden, like, we're gold. But we didn't, so we suck. That's going to be a problem. What do we do here? We could need... Well, this gives us double everything but double red, right? So that's okay, I guess. We'll let Doomscar rock across the top there. Could be good later. If they have another Robber of the Rich, we just lose the Doomscar. That's fine. Our plan is to Toski next turn anyway. Now we're just hoping for not an Embercleave. If it's no Embercleave, we're alive. It's if Embercleave, we're dead. That's pretty much what this is. Embercleave, we get to go to the next game. If it's not an Embercleave, we get to play more Magic. Yep, it's an Embercleave. Oh, it's not. Okay, we get to play more Magic. Ugh, that sucks. Another Bone Crusher? Ah, they had double Bone Crusher Giant. Gosh, dang it. Phew. Yeah, alright, we'll keep this. I don't know if we need another one of these. I'm gonna tuck it and just keep rolling. Hadn't seen somebody just play a regular old Stone Cold Serpent in a good minute. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do this here. So I forgot what the opponent's up to. This could be like a Selesnya counters list. Nope. Still doesn't say it's not. Their draws could just be weird. I guess I'll set this one to white. And just pass, I suppose. Try to take down the Preserver. I mean, our biggest deal is just, once it looks like the Preserver can get too big, we may just have to fire off a Storm's Wrath. You know what? This is worth taking a beating. We can just Storm's Wrath next turn and just save the Bone Crusher. I mean, taking 4 here isn't a huge deal. We also have a Cub Warden that's probably going to be hard for them to fight. Nope, we need a second red. Almost made a mistake there. Alright, so now if they have something bigger, we can try to make an issue out of it here. There's a Questing Beast for show. Toski, you're nice. But not totally what we're looking for. Though I'm setting that up so next turn we can Cub Warden 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and still have mana open to Bone Crusher Giant. And then we should be okay. Because we can start gaining a bunch of life. Stone Cold Serpent before. Doesn't really do much to us here. Oh, that's actually fantastic. Shoot. Alright, as much as I want to do the other thing, I'm actually just going to destroy their Ozolith. Because that's going to be the real problem down the road. And then, if we draw a land, then we just go ahead and Cub Warden anyway, if it's an untapped land. Alright, be there. It was not an untapped land. You know what? Knowing the situation, I'm just going to play this as an additional blocker to keep anything screwy from happening. Since we're at 7. Because they could just as well have like, oh, okay, well, this is fine. Well, I guess I should have blocked the other way, huh? Alright, this is where we get to start taking over. Under. Now we're going to be gaining 5 a shot. That was an excellent card as well. So now we can blank any type of fight spells or anything crazy. Like, they might Primal Might or something here. Not that it matters, I guess, but being 6/6 and keeping them from trampling us, make sure we don't die to something silly. Yep. Well, that was actually pretty fun. And honestly, I'm going to be really candid with you, I think that was a better run than I've been having with the deck, so take that for what it's worth. It is a fun deck, though, I will say that. I do still think maybe the Triomes could come out, and maybe they just become another, I don't know, some type of mana creature, or maybe another Wolf Willowhaven, and 2 basics, something like that. Just because those extra couple of tap lands, not being able to play a thing on 4, or even like we saw in the one game, I believe, maybe it was against Mono Red or something, where I couldn't even play the Bonecrusher Giant on 3, and then that really kind of decided that game. So, big deal on not being able to hit your turn, or hit your spells on the proper turn. So, I would consider swapping out the Triomes, but everything else actually played pretty well. I don't have any major complaints. It works, you know, that's all I can say. It's quirky, it's weird, but it actually kind of works, so I'm digging it. Now, as for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Sword of Body and Mind. Mostly because this is part of the new Historic Anthology 4, which, by the way, if you didn't know, I have a video about that if you want to know my opinions on them. Spoiler, I'm not happy with them. But the thing is, if you're going to reprint a sword, why that one? Like, it just doesn't feel like it's going to have that big of an impact in Historic. It doesn't have that big of an impact in other formats. It's not the sword that people are really looking to play. With all the other swords that are available, and with the way the format looks, one that's like pro-red or pro-black, or even pro-white right now with all the angels and stuff, like, that would be the thing you want in Historic. So, it's one I don't really understand, but I think, like all of Historic Anthology 4, I'd like to be wrong. So, maybe I'm wrong, and before you know it, I'll be playing Historic again. But right now, I don't think that's the case. Don't forget, like always, you can get today's deck list down in the description below. Also remember that if you're shopping on TCGPlayer, or if you're buying anything at all on Amazon, if you click the Amazon affiliate link down in the description before you do your shopping, I'll get a small kickback and you'll get to support the channel, not spending any more money than you're already spending. Additionally, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Those things, again, are very important whenever people are building decks like these that are not things that are popular that people are going to be searching for. This encourages your content creators to actually build more of these types of decks and be different, and helps the algorithm like get this in front of people. So please remember to do those little activities, whether it's on my channel or anybody else's, because it really helps out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.